mystery for scientists. Traditional understandings of the universe struggle to align with this enigmatic phenomenon. In the vast universe, black holes are among the most fascinating and mysterious entities. Numerous hypotheses have been proposed to unravel their mysteries, though many are based on imaginative concepts, creating captivating narratives. Yet, imagination is often rooted in some truth. It is interesting to note that black holes, as detected by science, might be viewed more as black spots rather than actual holosciro, an idea that remains speculative until further exploration can confirm or disprove it. To date, no one has ventured near a black hole, and given their great distance from our solar system, we cannot definitively say what occurs within them. Nevertheless, science has attempted to theorize what might lie inside. Rather than a literal hole, a black hole might be seen as a vast black spot, providing ample material to fuel creative interpretations. In this sense, science and imagination intertwine to craft rich, speculative narratives. Thus, an intriguing and beautiful story persists. The black hole spotted from a far-off distance remains an enigma, making it challenging to estimate what lies inside and what is happening there. Although scientists have proposed various hypotheses about the possible phenomena occurring within, there is no way to confirm these theories directly. Instruments such as X-rays, telescopes, and electromagnetic radiation detectors have been employed, but none have provided definitive answers to the intriguing questions. This remains one of the greatest unresolved mysteries in our vast universe. Without the ability to directly observe or reach a black hole, scientists can only hypothesize about the causes of the phenomena inside and the systems governing it. One key question is why black holes trap everything, even light. These limitations have led scientists to develop theories based on their observations and thought processes. Black holes are widely believed to be regions composed of incredibly dense materials, unlike anything found elsewhere in the universe. In simple terms, the immense gravitational force generated by this density prevents anything from escaping once it crosses the event horizon. Scientists, regardless of their stature, generally agree on the existence of this immense gravitational force. For instance, if an object or person were to fall into a black hole, they would accelerate at a speed far beyond anything experienced under normal conditions. Interestingly, ancient space science provided detailed explanations for many cosmic phenomena. According to these perspectives, even the properties of invisible atoms were understood by what was referred to as the universal observer. Ancient texts often described complex concepts in simple, accessible terms. The term black hole is a relatively recent addition to the scientific lexicon, offering a captivating and evocative concept that has captured the imagination of modern scientists and the general public. In contrast, the ancient Jain cosmology presents a detailed and comprehensive structure of the universe, describing its functioning and processes in a systematic way. According to this cosmology, Only a small portion of the Universiairo, specifically 2.5 Islandasairo, is inhabited by humans. Among these, the central island, known as Jambu Dweep, features Mount Sumeru at its core. This towering mountain has a height of 1 lakh yojans and a base diameter of 10,000 yojans. At the circular boundary of Jambu Dweep, two suns are positioned diagonally opposite one another. These suns move rapidly along their designated orbits, following a precise and synchronized horizontal motion also. As explained in the 9VRE video reel, the sun possesses many qualities, one of which is emitting light of various wavelengths from its periphery. The sunlight extends to a maximum distance of 47,263 yojans from the sun's edge. Because of this limited reach, the two suns are unable to illuminate the entire surface of Jambu Dweep. Consequently, the central area of Mount Sumeru remains in shadow, creating what appears to be a dark spot. This shadow, essentially a circular region of darkness, has a diameter of 10,000 yojans, corresponding to the base diameter of Mount Sumeru. The shadow's size may vary depending on the dimensions of the mountain. Rather than resembling a hole, this dark area is better described as a black spot. Depending on the position of the suns, the spot may appear partially visible in two colors, yellow and black. Thus, what modern science might term a black hole could, in the context of Jain cosmology, be envisioned as a black spot, with its dimensions linked to the size of Mount Sumeru. A theme view is represented in an icon figure. The sunlight striking Mount Sumeru halts after traveling a distance of 45,000 to 45,213 yojanas, depending on the sun's position in its orbit. This interaction creates the appearance of a black spot at the center of Jambu Dweep. This spot, while resembling a solid mass rather than a hole, is a result of sunlight reflection. It is worth noting that this phenomenon could correspond to the presence of a similar black spot at the center of the Milky Way, serving as an orbital reference point for planets, stars, and other celestial bodies. Although the black spot is vast in height, its visible depth ranges between 800 and 900 yojanas. Falling into this region is not possible due to its solid nature. However, along its boundary, objects are subject to gravitational attraction from the massive landmass of Chitra Earth situated 800 yojanas below the Sunday. This gravitational force would naturally result in a stronger pull, warranting further investigation into the dynamics at play. Outside the boundaries of the black spot, objects would continue to fall as they do on Earth, influenced by Chitraeuro trademark symbol S gravitational field. The absence of sunlight, however, might lead to the misinterpretation of this solid mass as a vast void. This perspective calls for a re-evaluation of current scientific approaches to the phenomenon. By adopting this framework, researchers could potentially save significant time, energy, and resources. A revised methodology could yield clearer insights while optimizing efforts in the study of this intriguing subject. So far, science has launched their missile programming in the two-dimensional system mapping to tell one is in the same planes in which we are. The other is vertically up for making journeys to the moon. The third can be opposite to vertically up, meaning to downward direction, where the missile is yet to be sent for further exploring a small area of Chitra land. Exploring in the suggested direction, The science has probably not received any useful clues for the investigational purposes. The complexity and unsolved mystery of black hole from the unexplored parts of the 2.5 islands can provide the long-awaited answers. It is understood that the base land of Jambu Island, which is nearby to 800 yojan below the sun plane. The falling of objects on the actual Earth Chitra may have more gravitational force than observed so far, and the falling speed can be high enough as of thought by scientists in studying black holes. In the light of the discussion and interpretation of ancient science, it is revealed that the theory of trapping light and other kinds of waves don't probably exist. Consequently, there is probably no existence of black hole, and it could be a circumstantial thought process of a scientific tale. Of black holes and the phenomena associated with them may seem like science fiction. On the contrary, ancient science does not acknowledge their existence throughout the universe. It is probably a light reflection.